When it comes to Christmas gifts, they're definitely not one size fits all. Most of us would be happy with a cozy pair of pajamas or maybe a nice coat. But what about people who practically have everything already? If you've got to shop for someone who's wealthy, what kinds of gifts would hit the mark? Well, let us help you because we dug through some billionaire wish lists and picked up 15 gifts rich people want for Christmas. Keep in mind though, you'll have to have some wealth yourself to shop these items. Let's go. Number 1. Vintage wine. We're talking aged 100 plus years. With impressive taste and exclusivity, these bottles of wine can be bought for the modest sum of just a few $100,000. For example, a bottle of Chateau Lafite from 1869 was auctioned in Hong Kong for $230,000 a bottle, and a Chateau Margaux from 1787 was sold for $225,000. Why so expensive? Well, most vintage bottles of wine have a taste that's impossible to replicate, and the bottle itself is a piece of history, having survived intact for hundreds of years. Number 2. Expensive clothing. No, a pair of socks and gloves aren't going to cut it for a billionaire unless they're made of some kind of dragon leather and sold for over $50,000 a piece. Again, we're talking about vintage pieces that the rich could add to their collection and even flaunt from time to time. You could go for classic pieces from Gucci, Prada, or Louis Vuitton, or for historical pieces. If it's been worn by someone famous, even better. Just to give an example, the dress Marilyn Monroe wore to sing "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to JFK was auctioned for $1,267,500. Number 3. Anything collectible. Fine art, rare coins, or even horses can be collected, and anything that's rare enough to add to a wealthy individual's personal collection makes a great Christmas gift. However, a recent study discovered that out of all collectibles, jewelry is the most popular asset. Gold and diamonds shaped in wearable sizes are a classic gift, even for a non-collector. Besides the obvious value of collectible jewelry pieces, they're also a favorite among rich collectors because they don't require a lot of upkeep and they don't deteriorate much over time. They're also easy to grab and transport if the situation ever requires it. Number 4. A cruise vacation. 2 weeks on the Mediterranean, a trip to Australia, or why not, a holiday cruise in Antarctica if they're feeling adventurous. Even to the rich, nothing beats gifting a luxurious experience over things. The good part is a cruise trip could be a joint gift for the entire family to experience together. Even better if the entire vessel can be reserved for just the family. Cruise ships are packed with activities for everyone on board. A lot of destinations lined up for the experience, not to mention they have an entire crew ready to treat them like royalty. Number 5. NFTs. Okay, so we talked about collectibles in the tangible world, but what about the digital world? With Internet 3.0 knocking at the door, the rich need to up their digital game to match their real-world assets. Anything collectible and rare that's sold as an NFT is a great addition to their ever-expanding portfolio, which makes this a great gift option. You can find almost anything in the form of NFTs, but the rich would probably appreciate something that's likely to increase in value over time, that they could flip in 10 to 20 years for some extra money. Number 6. A trip to space. With as little as $1,000 deposit, the rich can book their spot on the next Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, or Blue Origin trip to space. Yes, the tickets can go up over $250,000, but money is no object for these people. We're the first generation witnessing space travel as a recreational activity, so many rich folks want to experience this in their lifetime. And like, really, is there a greater flex than dropping in a convo that you've seen the Great Wall of China from the Earth's orbit? I don't know. Number 7. Musical instruments. So what if they don't play a certain instrument themselves? These pieces look great as home decor when they're not being used intentionally. Of course, it's good to align with the person's interest, even if they're rich, but it turns out that luxurious furniture and musical instruments are also on the list of the most desired collectibles. Yes, they're more difficult to take care of than a vase, but just imagine receiving an original Stradivarius violin, or a rock star like Eric Clapton's guitar that's sold for $959,500. Number 8. Youth in a bottle, or in the form of plastic surgery. Looking youthful despite age is one of the most common ambitions searched for by the rich, from celebrities to the billionaire next door. No matter how much they want to fool us with the magic serums they're using to keep that fresh look, it's almost always plastic surgery or injections like fillers and Botox. So if there's one thing rich people really want for Christmas, it's anything that will make them look and feel young. Number 9. A great book. No one is too rich for knowledge. As rich as Warren Buffett is, he's still reading 50 books a year. So even if it doesn't seem like the first choice, a good book is a great idea as a gift for someone that already has everything. Of course, there are rare books that also double as collection pieces, but that's a given. Anything that's old and difficult to find is an asset. Another way to up the game when gifting a rich person a book for Christmas is to have it covered in leather or gold, or both. And if they're always on the go, gifting them an Audible membership could be just the ticket. That way they don't need to carry books with them and can still have a steady flow of information at their fingertips. Go to alux.com/freebook and our friends at Audible will give them a free book to get them started, with a new one to choose every month thanks to your thoughtful gift. Number 10. More money. If you were thinking gift cards or a $100 check, you're wrong. These days, stocks and crypto are the gifts that keep on giving. Remember Kim Kardashian talking about Kanye West gifting her $200,000 worth of Disney, Netflix, and Amazon stocks for Christmas a few years ago? Well, it's not that rare for rich people to receive stocks, crypto, or bonds for special occasions, and Christmas is no exception. They're rich for a reason and they want to keep it that way for generations to come. And speaking of crypto assets, check out the cryptocurrencies we decided to invest in by clicking in the top right corner. Number 11. An autobiography. And not just any autobiography, but theirs. Most people don't get rich without effort unless they were born into it, and there's plenty of things they'd like to be remembered for. Even if it's just for the family and friends to read, hiring someone to collect information and put together their autobiography is one of the best gifts anyone who already has everything could receive, and who wouldn't love to be the main character of their own book? Number 12. A great coffee experience. We don't mean a Starbucks gift card here, we're talking about expensive beans and a high-quality machine to grind and brew them in. One of the most expensive coffees in the world costs as much as $1,000 per pound, and although it comes from elephant dung, is said to have the best taste in the world. The 𝐋𝐈𝐍 Coffee Company feeds Arabica cherries to elephants on their plantation for this exquisite taste, so it will do great under a rich person's Christmas tree. Add in a $20,000 belly poke coffee machine and it'll be the perfect pairing. Number 13. Technology they didn't know they needed. Of course, they'll most likely have the basics, like automated everything, but technology is adding new assets fast. For those into health and sports, a fancy watch that tracks their active hours, or even better, a tech ring like Aura's Gold Plaque Smart Ring is a great choice. For the workaholics, those making their money from standing at a desk, there's nothing better than the Emperor. And for anyone else, anything coated in gold and diamonds will do. Number 14. A private island. Take a page out of Jay-Z's book and give the gift of total privacy in the most serene of settings, a tropical paradise. Jay bought Bey her own island for about $20 million for the 12.5-acre property in the Bahamas back in 2010. And if you've got the budget for a gift like this, there really isn't much more that will top it. You'll become a legend to the person on the receiving end, guaranteed. Number 15. To help someone in their name. Truth is, a lot of people donate a portion of their wealth to charity to help underprivileged people and the world. Sure, it's also a major tax write-off for them, but it's still helping others. If they're passionate about a subject, donating money to a charity in their name or organizing an event where they're the main sponsor is a great and thoughtful gift. In the end, it's what Christmas is all about, right? Giving back to those we love. And this wraps up our script, Aluxer. We hope you got inspired and know what to ask for Christmas when you hit the Billionaires Club. And before you go, let us know what's the best Christmas gift you've ever given someone. Join the conversation in the comments. We'll be right there with you. And for sticking with us until the end, you know we of course have held on to one bonus for you. One last thing to give a billionaire this Christmas. Number 16. Peace and quiet. As glamorous and exciting as being rich sounds, it comes with its downsides, and one of those downsides is rarely having the time to relax and be with their thoughts. Sometimes all a rich person wishes for is a little peace and quiet and the chance to spend a normal, peaceful, happy Christmas with their family, just like the rest of us.